Dean Lavelle, the number 4 qualifier with the big faux pas last year, very close now to redemption.
Dean just wants to have a good ride. He's trying to ride as clean as he can and stand up this pass. Starts it off with a crow. That's not a bad maneuver. Seen a lot of those. Beautiful looking whirly bird. Pretty good so far for Dean. They call that one the bat wing. He actually gets a indie grab on that too. There's the blind 360. Not a bad move. Fruit loop. He gets the fruit loop on the first pass.
Couple of bobbles on pass number 1. Nice blindside landing for Lavelle. Overall, a good run, but I don't see the style that the judges really want to see in pass number 1.
Yeah, really the only 2 technical tricks, the fruit loop and the crow mob. Watch him here as he goes for the fruit loop. He barely gets that. Notice how he rubs his backhand on the water. That helps him back up. Going the other direction, there's a great look at the crow mob. He almost cuts through that back wake.
The second of 2 passes, then we'll have the double up. And for your knowledge, judges are looking for intensity, how fierce the competitor rides, style as well, and composition, how the run is manufactured and put together.
Definitely not a bad second pass so far. We had an S-bend. That was the Slurpee. A very difficult maneuver. Goes for the Moby Dick. He never finds the handle.
Shaun Murray on the dock. He's yet to ride.
Take a look here as he comes into the wake. He has good rotation, but the problem right there, he never gets the handle. Look, his handle even touches the back of the fin.
The board couldn't get all the way around. Now, the double up for Dean Lavelle. He's going double front.
Dean, never seen that from Dean before. He almost gets the double front flip.
Shaun Murray acknowledging the good effort. Lavelle, the score, 63.89. He sets the pace for the rest of the field. And Darren Shapiro, the only man to ever do the double front and land. If we awarded a medal for heart, I think we both award it to this guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to see Zayn here in the finals. There's the S-bend. That's a Rayleigh with a twist. Excellent opener for Zayn Swig.
He needs just under 64 points to move into the lead. Dean Lavelle now setting the pace.
A little bit better 3 right there from Zayn. There's the crow mob. He gets it. A little slack in the line. He's going to need a little bit more edge coming into the wake. There's the whirly bird.
He's landing him nicely. Now, toward the latter part of the run, we're seeing the aggressiveness getting back in, but a little too much time in between a lot of tricks.
Yeah, you watch him here. He has good extension, but as he's coming down, watch him cut the second wake. He almost goes down on that.
Pass number 1 down. Now pass number 2, the double up at the end.
Making a hard carve out. Hey, he's setting up for the Slurpee. That's a blind start to a trick, an incredible one. Judges like to see that difficulty. Backside Mobius, one of Zayn's best tricks. And then he does an air Mobius. That's a Mobius without a wake.
A full twisting front flip. The Mobius, very difficult by any standard. Big error for Zayn.
Goes for the Vulcan. That's an S-bend, and then right at the last second, they pull it to go to fakie.
Boat will come around 180 degrees for the double up. Schwenk's going to use that extra handle. He's gripped it with his right hand. We'll wait and see what he throws in the double. He's amped, though. Feeling good about pass number 2.
Watch him here for the air Mobius. That's a no-wake trick. He barely gets back to the handle, but that's all keeping the rope tight.
Wakes are converging. Hit it just right. Good air.
Oh, hang on. He goes down and comes back up and lands the wrap Moby Dick.
We talked about the heart of this guy. He was on his bottom 2 or 3 times in the prelims and in the semis, and again here in the final round of competition. This is exactly why he's here.
Watch him when he comes in. He just doesn't have enough speed to get across that second wake. That skips him over. He gets down. The barefooter takes over, and Zayn is stoked about his run.
As well he should be. Terrific couple of passes. Great double up. Zayn Swig backflip on the way out, and he'll flip himself right into first place for now. 72.11. Dean Lavelle now moves into second. Darren Shapiro on the water now in Bonita Cove. A rare placement for Darren. He's usually the last guy to go. What does he do? In the trick run, maybe not a whole lot different, but the real question comes with the double up.
Well, I tell you, Darren will probably amp up his run just a little bit. He's so used to riding in that last spot and getting able to see everyone else before he goes. Starts off with a huge Vulcan. He must have been 30 feet out in the flats.
And he works the slack in the line well.
Oh, what
the
a
skeezer.
That was awesome.
That is a Darren Shapiro patented move. Beautiful 540 with a handle pass.
Oh, frontside roll to Reavert, but he throws in the method grab. The judges are going to like this so far.
And again, we talked about the differences. No facial expression.
Oh,
look at this.
Orbital 540. We've never seen that trick before. That was unreal.
Not even a smile out of Darren Shapiro as of yet. All business throughout competition and here in the finals.
Doug, I think I even saw a stale fish grab on that. Watch this huge Vulcan. He is so far out into the flats. He lands at Reavert right at the last second. He has to butt it out because he's got to be 30 feet out. And then watch this, the orbital. He does. He throws in a stale fish on the blindside landing of that. That's crazy.
Pass number 2, Shapiro with the edge like no one else. This guy cuts harder at the wake than anyone I've ever seen.
Well, he sure does. Look at the tightness of that rope as he comes across. There's the S-bend. He goes to an air front flip. He is just going off right now. Little bit off axis on the 540, but boy, I tell you, after that pass, then he does an orbital. He gets another stale fish grab.
And that's where Dean Lavelle fell earlier. He got the wakeboard caught up in the handle. Shapiro executes it perfectly. 2 complete passes.
Boy, watch him as he cuts across the wake. Look at the edge of the front of that board. That is pure power. He loads the line. He gets huge air for the orbital. And look at the stale fish grab. He had every bit of power to land that trick.
And that kind of trick is so close to disaster when you're working the rope right on the edge of the board.
Boy, he went so fluid from one trick right back to the front roll. That was awesome. Threw in an indie grab to boot.
He needs 72-12 to win. The difference could be right here in the double up. Asking for a little bit of a speed adjustment. Still no expression from Darren.
Crowd completely on their feet. There it is. Oh!
And he nailed it.
Oh, he gets the speed ball.
Darren Shapiro, the patented double front. What can you say, Dean Lavelle and Shaun Murray? My goodness. He missed it in the semifinal round of 8. He moved on regardless. Yeah, finally, emotion from Darren Shapiro.
Boy, watch as the wakes converge. A huge, huge double. What a beautiful, that's the difference between now and, of course, the prelims. He carried it straight up. He had perfect, watch as he comes across the way here. He's got perfect rotation. He's coming down. He straightened his legs a little bit soon. That almost pulls him back, but boy, what a landing for Darren Shapiro. Another look right here, right mid-body, starts to straighten his legs out right now, brings it down to the water, brings the handle in, and my gosh, what a pass for Darren Shapiro.
The absolute first bit of emotion we saw in about 70 seconds. One rider to go in the men's wakeboard finals at the 98 X Games. Shaun Murray now in the position to chase Darren Shapiro.
Huge air on the crimp. He floated that thing out at least 35 feet.
Murray is so close. 6th at the X Games 2 years ago, 8th last year. He will certainly finish better without question. It's just a matter of what color the medal might be.
Man, the size of that whirlybird. He is really stoked up for this run.
Beautiful handle pass. We've talked about the style of Murray, the contrast to the power of Darren Shapiro. Murray seemingly a little less stylish with the smile, though, and not seeing it. Now we're starting to see a little bit.
I think the key right there was power. Check this out. This is so huge on the whirlybird. That's the biggest whirlybird I've ever seen.
Pass number 2 for Shaun Murray.
Backside roll, gets the method grab. That's a beautiful looking maneuver. Crow 540. This is technical, this is big. The judges have got to be stoked.
Loading up for the KGB. Left hand on that handle about 8 inches up.
Oh, he is just awesome right now.
Todd, it is going to come down, it looks like, as we end pass number 2 to the double up.
Oh man. A Rayleigh 360, a 313. He is just unreal.
Now here's the only scary thing. Darren Shapiro nails the double front. We don't know that Murray's got a trick that'll match that.
Right now, technically, this pass is way better than Darren's. It's gonna come down to the double up. He needs to throw something pretty big here to take this contest home. Wakes converge, he gets a big one, but I tell you, I don't think that's gonna be enough. A tail poke on a backside roll?
There's his dad. He's been here throughout the entire competition. I got to be honest, Shaun Murray had not talked about having anything in the bag. There's Darren, the current leader, 75-89 the score. Murray just may not have had the trick to put in there.
Boy, after an awesome pass, check this out. There's the Rayleigh 360. Oh, if he'd have thrown anything like that off the double up, he'd be taking this contest home. I got to believe that Darren Shapiro's our man. Watch him here. That's a pretty small trick off the double up.
75-78. Shapiro takes it by
11 hundredths of a point. Darren Shapiro, the double up, made the difference. The double front, the speed ball as he's called it, helps him win his first ever X. And look at Shaun Murray, ever the gentleman. Let's head down to the dock. Todd's with our winner.
Darren, you chased them all. You finally got X, man. Tell us what you're thinking.
I can't believe it. This is a dream come true. I just, man, from my brother Travis, who pulls me every day, to Heather and Mike, who rides with me every day, and my parents and my family, who always back me up. I mean, I can't do it by myself. I need all those people there, and I just, man, it's a great moment, man.
Here's how we officially wrap it up. The gold with Darren Shapiro. Shaun Murray, absent of the double up, gets silver, and Zayn Swig, a